And welcome to Strictly Biz News. I am Alfonso Santinello. That way down there is Corey Veteramo. Corey, do you want to introduce our special guest today?
And our special guest today is Mr. Christopher Nelson, my fiance.
That's cute. It's not Valentine's Day yet, don't worry. And I won't be bringing anyone on that spot. But anyway, back to what the show's all about, business. We have some fun stuff to go over today. Gas prices isn't so fun, but gas prices. Skechers' new spokesperson-ish model, I guess you could say. Home Depot and Yuengling. So we'll start off with we'll go with a downer first. Gas prices. In the summer 2012, apparently it's supposed to be hitting close to $5 a gallon. My hopes are getting so high already because it's wintertime and it was down to almost right up down the street from here. It was like 308 was the cheapest it got.
I don't even know how much gas is because it's just one of those things. It's a necessity. There's no point in me driving around and try to find the best price.
Oh, no, I don't do that. I just do it here because that's my office is right here.
I used to worry about gas and try to find the cheapest one. Now I have a company card, so I don't worry either.
It's write-off.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a write-off.
Yeah. But I mean, they're saying, it depends on where you're located, but GasBuddy.com expects increases. Coming over in May, it'll hit at least $4, and then from there, it's just going to go up. Right now, it's at like $3.30, $3.40, depending on where you're living. But it's the demand. That's why they're going up. The demand for prices, interest in oil, emerging market, all this stuff that I don't know what part of it means.
I think we're going to see a lot of large businesses taking on the same role that Stop and Shop does, where you earn points and you can get cents off a gallon. I think we're going to start seeing more and more businesses doing that.
Stop Shop's with Shell, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Unless they have their own, like the Feeding Hills Stop and Shop has their own gas station. I know that Costco's gas is usually a couple cents cheaper. Big Y was doing the
coins.
Yep, if you would get a gold coin, I believe you could get cents off a gallon.
I think it's with each one, even the silver coin too. You can
really?
Yeah, I think obviously it's tiered, whichever one you have, depending on the...
I think that we're going to see a lot more customers. Who knows, Macy's could even start doing that. Instead of getting Macy's points, they could negotiate a partnership with a gas station. It's something that people are going to spend a lot of money.
Macy's would be doing that kind
of. That would be perfect for me. But
last episode was TJ Maxx. This episode's Macy's. Someone's a shop. Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that after the snowstorm, BJ's was just packed. Their gas station was out the door. They're out the lot.
It's something we all need, regardless of how we bring it up or what. It is what it is. It just people like to bitch and complain about it, and that's what we're kind of doing right now. So
$5 is a little extreme.
Well, yeah, but
I'll be riding my bike to work.
Is it going to be made out of Legos? Next up, Skechers replaced Kim Kardashian for the Super Bowl commercial with a dog. No relation to any of the Kardashian dogs, but an actual dog, like a French bulldog, called Mr. Quigley.
He's so cute.
AKA the future Mr. Kardashian, because he stole her spotlight. They're replacing her with a dog. It's going to go on during the Super Bowl. The dog's going to be accompanied by Mark Cuban, who owns part of most of the NBA Dallas Mavericks. So, it's not just a dog in a commercial, but Skechers think the dog is going to steal, the presence of the commercial. And it's just funny how they're tying this article into, the dog is replacing Kim Kardashian. I hope everyone replaces Kim Kardashian. I'm just so sick of hearing.
I wonder if Chris Humphries had anything to do with that. He does play for the Dallas Mavericks.
Does he really?
It's a little ironic.
Oh, look at that. Doesn't that suck?
Yeah,
Kim?
I think it's easier for Skechers to, I should say it's cheaper. The average price of a 30-second commercial or a 30-second ad is $3.5 million.
That's it?
And Kim Kardashian, I know Strictly Business is throwing one up on
we're going to be right up there.
Right after the Doritos commercial and before Budweiser. But look for me. So maybe
it's going to be us rolling around in Legos.
But it's cheaper for them. I can't imagine that they're paying Mr. Quigley as much as Kim Kardashian was going to charge them to
Yeah.
be on their commercial.
And I wonder who gets paid. I mean, obviously the dog doesn't get paid.
I think. Well, I would say the owners. I mean,
How do you
maybe
get your dog into that? Love to
Because we
get
have
our,
two.
I know.
love to get our dogs into that.
George and Gus.
Imagine them in a commercial.
They could be the spokesman for
Sleeping.
business.
But seriously, what is up with all these animals? It just dawned on me. I wanted to discuss this. I'm honestly sick of watching animals on commercials. Like we have the cavemen, the geckos, the Coca-Cola bears, the Budweiser frogs.
Can I
What
just
is
say
going on?
the Geico pig is the most annoying commercial.
Oh, now they have a pig. They had cavemen, and then they had a lizard before
Yeah,
that.
The lizard's the best.
the whole wee thing. Like I want to punch my TV every time I hear it. It's like noise. It annoys me. It's just.
I don't know. I don't get the personification and the need for the zoo on TV. I just don't get it.
So Home Depot is planning to hire 75. I lied. Home Depot is planning to hire 70,000 temporary employees. It announced it last week through its U.S. stores to handle the spring season because that's when everyone obviously goes to Home Depot. The hire target was 10 more than announced last year, so that's good because now they're employing more temporary, and they're saying I forgot what percentage of it is actually turning from temporary to permanent. So they actually hire those into more of a full-time position afterwards, which is good for a lot of people, but it's still like those people. There are those people that take advantage of the temp jobs where they can go in, work temporary, and then claim unemployment for the rest of the year.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good that they're doing it. I mean, didn't we talk about how they did a bunch of layoffs a bunch of episodes ago?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a good move for Home Depot because it gives them room. It gives them the spotlight right now. It's good publicity. It's making Home Depot look like they're giving people jobs, and then in
Gives
addition
people
to
like
that,
us to talk about them.
yeah,
And any major corporation that can hire anybody with the way unemployment is right now. It's at 8% right now, and what is it? 13 million Americans are unemployed right now.
yeah.
So.
And Home Depot is always competing with Lowe's, and I think that it gives people. Well, it gives.
What is Lowe's selling them now?
Yeah, right.
We're gonna do 300,000.
Exactly. I mean,
Well,
you never
Lowe's
know.
shut down a bunch of stores less than a year ago, so Lowe's is having more of a trouble financially than Home Depot.
I wonder how the customers are going to feel about going to Lowe's or going rather to Home Depot and talking to a temp or thinking that these people are temps. Because I know from my personal experience, you go to Home Depot and you expect these people to be experts. Like I walk in the store and they're like, "How can I help you today?" And I want to name off one little itty bitty thing in the store, and I want them to know exactly where it is, how I'm going to use it, what other tools or things that I need with it. And if I get home and it doesn't work, then bleeping Home Depot worker,
I'd have to
like
be
it's their
bleeping
fault,
on that.
like it didn't work. But really, you put a lot of confidence in the Home Depot personnel, and I wonder how people are going to
And you
react.
don't even need to, it's crazy when you think about it, because when I go in there, like you said, I expect them to know everything, and I know like a small percentage. I couldn't even imagine working there and having to know, let alone where everything is in the store, but how each and every
There's
product
70,000
works.
people, depending on how many products, there's probably going to be one person for every like 10, 100 of
Yeah.
products or whatever. So maybe training, everyone won't be going through the same training, but it goes to the point where years ago when the smaller stores, the owners that owned the hardware stores that know everything,
Yeah.
those are gone because of the Home Depots and the Lowe's, and you got the people on the ground. It gives people jobs, yes, but they don't know squat. That's a nice
Well,
way
they're
to-
not experts in
Yeah.
their field. But I also think that it's a way for Home Depot to not have to provide benefits because people will only be working like 20 hours a week.
Yeah.
So it's a way for them to invest in employees, hopefully in the long term, but short term they don't have to provide benefits, and it's a
And
opportunity
Obama
cost.
and the whole healthcare.
Is it temporary, just as in short term, like you're working for 6 months, or is it temporary as in you're
It's
only
like the
working 20
holiday
hours a week?
season when retail
Okay.
stores hire like someone just
Yeah.
for like from Thanksgiving to New Year's, like that kind of thing. So they're probably hiring them for like 2 months, 3 months
Okay.
tops. But they did say some of them will be going into more permanent employment, depending on how much wood you know. But things like
Well,
that.
it
Got wood.
How do you screw in? And,
Again, hiring temps it gives you more flexibility because in, say, 6 months down the road after spring, you have to be flexible. You don't know what the market's going to be like, especially if gas is up to $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
So it gives them an opportunity to be more possibly successful and more flexible in their field
Yes.
or their industry.
So before or after you go to Home Depot, you might want to go and purchase some Yuengling. It's now America's largest brewer. It's not Budweiser and it's not Coors Light, which I actually thought it was, but they're actually not American companies anymore. Yuengling actually, and even beat out Boston Beer Company, which does all the Sams, which another thing I'm surprised
Which is
about.
crazy because we don't even have any Yuengling here in Mass. You gotta
Well,
call
you
it
think
New
it's
Hampshire.
Sam's. Sam's is all East Coast. There's no Sam's on the West Coast.
No.
So it's kind of, they have two different, Yuengling I think is from Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're not. They don't sell it in Massachusetts.
Only 14 states right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, according to Beer Marketers Insights, that would be a nice job to have. Let me have these beers.
Sign me up.
They increased shipments, even though I guess the beer industry took a little dive this past year. Their percentage went up. So good for Yuengling. I had it when I was in college. I had Yuengling in Hartford, but I had friends who were from New Jersey that brought it up when they came to school. It's not bad. It's not like the best, but it's not bad.
I've never had it.
I'm still a Sam Adams fan through and through.
Hands down. Sam Adams is the way to
I
go.
don't want a Sam Adams right now.
Yeah, I mean, but no, they were saying that Yuengling will compete with big brands like Budweiser, but they also have that the likability for the craft beer drinkers, so they get
Yeah.
the best of both
Well,
worlds.
that's Budweiser and Coors, and they've all taken a nosedive because the craft beer is becoming much more popular now.
A lot of people do it yourself too.
Yeah, I want to do it myself too, actually. Imagine the beer that I make. Imagine the beer I drink. Just imagine
On the
the ones
next
that I make.
episode.
How to brew your own beer. Strictly brew news. No, it's bad.
Stick with what you know, Al.
All right, well, that's all we have for this episode, and we'll be back with actually a pretty funny for real.
For real. And Chris, thanks for coming on the show.
Chris, thank
No
you.
problem. Thanks
I'll
for
see you at
having me. I
home.
appreciate it. I'll see you in 15 minutes.
All right, we'll be right back.
So Al, for $2, you can have it your way. Oh, that sounds really bad.
Yeah. Corey. We're using that though. Keep going.
So no, really, for $2, you can actually get Burger King delivered. Now, get this:
Where?
Burger King is going
Where?
to delivery options.
To my house?
No, maybe not to Agawam, but not just yet. But actually,
That's
you have to do $8 to $10 minimum, and Burger King is going to implement delivery options. They're actually already doing it in countries such as Mexico, Turkey, Brazil, Colombia, and Peru.
Where the most of the populations can't afford a car. So
Well-
I mean, that's just they're not. It's gonna be like it's going down.
Well, what's crazy to me is that several McDonald's restaurants deliver to businesses only throughout Manhattan. Did you know that?
No, for real.
For real.
This is news to me.
This
No,
is a whole new world.
It's okay. So the whole concept, it's fast food. How fast is this delivery gonna be? Do you know what I mean? So
I'm
you
not
get
sure.
like this fast food, but with the Burger King, the McDonald's, and the Wendy's, which I'm only a Wendy's fan. I don't eat any of the other ones. It's good, but 10, 15 minutes later, they're already soggy. They're already cold.
Well-
They're already there's a well.
Well, Burger King has to implement new packaging so to keep the food fresh and hot. So when it's delivered to you, because technically when you go to a fast food restaurant, you're eating it like on the spot in the car or
Yeah.
to your destination
I
that's
don't.
only 5 minutes
I think
away.
this is gonna hurt their numbers. I think they're gonna lose money out of it. If you're gonna get food delivered and you have to order an $8 to $10 minimum, Chinese places have $10 minimums. Like
Yeah, there's
pizza
other
places.
options. There's other healthier options.
Yeah, I mean, granted, not everything's healthy, but healthier than Burger King, McDonald's, and all those. So I mean, I just don't see it happening. I don't think that's gonna go over very well.
There must be people out there who want a Whopper delivered.
I wonder if like the Big King is gonna bring it to you, like in
They
the
put it on the
commercial.
delivery car.
That would be disturbing. Driving around and see the head on the car.
Well, we'll see.
All right, well,
We'll see.
that's all we have for real.
For real.
Thanks for watching episode 76, and we'll be back next episode. And yeah.
Stay tuned.
Okay. Bye.
And yeah. Are you for real with that?
All right. I'm hanging up.
Yeah.
Or
Hang up.